Good morning, everybody. This video is going to be a stropping tutorial. Started making strops and just sent them out to the people that bought them, so figured I'd do a video on showing you how to use it. I've gotten a pretty good amount of messages asking for a video on how to use a strop, so here it is. I'm going to show you how to use it. This is going to be a more basic stropping tutorial on how to keep your knife sharp, basically. You can get way more in depth with it with like different grit compounds. You could have like 4 different strops with progressing grits on each of them for like maintaining mirror edges or, you know, high polished edges, stuff like that. If you want to get really fine, super fine edge, you can do that, but this is how I strop and this is how I keep my knife sharp. And it works really well. You can tell if you watch my cut test videos, the knife's not cutting paper at the end. I strap it up really quickly. It's cutting paper really nicely again. So it works. So we got our strap here. I'm gonna be sharpening, or not sharpening, stropping my quiet carry drift because it has a pretty good amount of belly. When you're sharpening something with belly, or stropping something with belly, it's a little more difficult just because you have to kind of rotate along the belly. Something like a Warncliffe, something with little or no belly is going to be a lot easier. So I'll show you on this one first. The thing that takes a little bit of practice and getting a feel for it is the angle that you're going to hold the knife. It's got a really wide bevel. You're going to want to, it's going to be laid down further. It's a really thin bevel, it's going to be up higher. So you just kind of want to get a feel for it. It's not as an exact a science as sharpening. There is a little wiggle room. You don't want to press down, hardly at all. Just going to kind of use the weight of your hand and draw it along. So some people start this way at the tip and go down. Some people start at kind of back here and go this way. I'll kind of alternate. I kind of usually start going this way, and then if I feel like the tip needs a little more work, especially on something with belly, I'll kind of start at the tip and go that way. We'll get to that in a minute. So start back here, find your angle that you think you want to be at, and just draw it along. That's pretty much it. Draw it along a couple times. We'll flip, try to get that same angle again. And do that a few times, maybe like 5-6 times per side. If you do that and you feel and it's not sharp, or it doesn't feel any sharper, adjust your angle. Go either further down or a little further up, try it again. If it's still not getting sharp, then the knife might be dull to the point where it needs to be sharpened on stones. A strap is more of like an upkeep thing. I pretty much, if I carry this knife today, I'm gonna strap it good at the end of the day before I put it back. I do that with all my knives. And I pretty rarely have to sharpen a knife because I'm just consistent with the stropping. It maintains the sharpness and it never gets to the point where it's so dull that it needs to go to the stones. How I test for sharpness is I put my thumb on the spine, I put these 3 fingers on the edge, and I gently touch my fingertips to the edge, and I run back and forth like this, very lightly. If I can feel that edge starting to dig into my fingertips, then it's good, it's nice and sharp. This one, it's kind of starting to bite, but not really. This one, I know it's almost to the point where it's going to need to go to the stones pretty soon. So let's move to the drift here with the belly. So I'm going to start back on the heel, and something with a nice big sharpening trail makes it a lot easier. Waiting for that plane to fly over us. So starting back here, You're kind of rotating your hand with the belly, and then you get to the tip and you run it along the tip for a while. If it's easier for you to start with the tip, you can do that too. I think it's a little harder to find your angle when you start with the tip. So I usually start with the heel and then run toward the tip this way. You're always pulling, you're never ever pushing. Flip it. That's pretty much it. We'll test it. It's biting pretty good. It could be a little sharper. I think I need to bring my angle down a little bit maybe. So let's go again. And again, you really don't want to push hard at all, because what's happening is the surface of the leather it gives a little bit, it's squishy. If you're pushing down too hard, that leather is going to you're going to squish down, and it's going to come up and actually kind of dull your edge instead of sharpen it. So just very lightly. If you feel like you're getting this part of the edge well, but the tip isn't getting enough strop action, you can kind of just do only the tip, kind of do a couple, just focusing more on the tip. There you go. Do that a couple times. Wait till it's starting to bite into your fingertips, and there you go. So that's how to use the strop. If you have like spray-on stropping compound, like the stuff that I sell, give it a good like 4 or 5 squirts, complete coverage, and then kind of spread it around with your finger so you get even coverage. And if you strop every day, I'd probably reapply it every couple weeks. It lasts a long time. That's kind of it. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments. And happy stropping.